Tim Ferriss, the 4 Hour Work Week. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of feedback on my most recent journey and reading the 4 Hour Work Week. And I'm going to share you a little tidbits on what I was able to gather from the book. This publication was quite interesting, being that it. So Ferriss discussed the new rich. The new rich is a kind of rich which essentially uses their time as leverage for what they're looking to accomplish. So this has created some type of remote work environment. This would be being able to work less than a 40-hour work week. Typically, people like to equate hard work with working 40 hours or more, but the reality is most people have to do that. It's not something that they want to do. So if you're hearing this and you work in Walmart, you work laboring jobs, shift work, the goal would be to use your time to make as much money as possible and to get out of shift work. So I'm saying this because I used to be in shift work. Shift work is something that you have to do for a period of time, but you want to get to a point where you got a salaried job or you get paid to perform a task. So that's first things first. One of Ferriss's key points in the book is the process where you're the employee of someone else. You do not need to be self-employed to start this process. You do not need to own a business to implement these practices of the 4 Hour Work Week. So just have to get out of shift work or the shift mindset. The first step would be to negotiate a remote work environment. Now, mind you, this book was written back in 2007. I was right out of high school at that point in time. So this concept is way ahead of its time, just to give you an idea. And furthermore, the average person just needs to accomplish what this book is trying to represent. It's going to eliminate a lot of the blockages. So if you're in a t-shirt business, if you're in a hot dog business, if you are in a snack business or a vending machine business, some of the things you're going to need to do is eliminate the least profitable things that you're doing. If 10% of your time, if 10% of your, rather this, if 10% of your time getting you 90% of your income, but 90% of your time is spent chasing business, you want to get rid of that 90% of dead weight. That's the goal. 90% of your results become from 10% of your time. This frees up time to do the things you actually need to do and want to do and not be fake busy. Ferriss points out a lot of things throughout the book, and we'll go into great detail about the individuals, how to create tasks, especially in big corporate employers. They don't necessarily get results. They're asking you to come in and work an 8-hour workday. The reality is that they only expect you to work 3 to 4. Now, if you're able to master your craft in 3 to 4 hours, now you're leveraging. That's kind of the point. The goal would be to beat the game and not let the game beat you. So you want to be efficient, not necessarily work hard for no reason. You want to spend time with things that satisfy your soul. Most people are so busy with working that they don't know how to do anything but sink into the couch when they're off of work. But when you exceed 40 hours, you're not going to have time to do the leisurely activities. Ferriss throughout the book uses various cocky examples of how to manage a manager as well as systems that apply for your life. he also gives examples of how he was able to leverage learning the rules to win a kickboxing competition against world champions. And essentially, by him knowing the rules and being a novice, he was able to use a little glitch in the rule book to outweigh people and get them kicked out of the ring. So this guy figured out how to essentially lose weight. First of all, he learned how to lose 30 pounds in a day to be a higher weight limit, but fight in a lower weight class. And then two, he used this skill as leverage because he's obviously stronger, because he should have been in a higher weight class. He's gaining all his weight back right before the competition. He uses this as an example to show that it's better to be more knowledgeable than to be technically skilled at something. You want to definitely learn the ins and outs of things, because technical skill really doesn't make too much of a difference if you don't know how to leverage that skill. So you want to be able to look at retirement as like a worst case scenario. Interest and energy are cyclical. You're going to make sure that the things that you have in order are going to be propelling you towards your dreams. Less is not lazy. Less is more. Timing is never right. If you're thinking that this one day, me recording this video, I've been trying to say, I'm gonna record this video for months. I'm recording this video right now because I'm just motivated to do so right now. And things in excess become their opposite. So working hard actually makes you hate your job. When you eat too much sugar, it turns into fat. So we have to do things that we like to do as well as things that we need to do. You can't do things that you like too much. So creating more time in your life doesn't mean more gluttony or more time to watch TV. You have to chase passions as well as do things that you've been missing out on because you've been working. So the whole goal of freeing your time is to actually pursue something that is better for you and that is fulfilling. Money alone is not the solution. People get money and squander it. You give someone $5,000 that's never had a job before, they're gonna come back broke in 24 hours. So be mindful that money alone isn't the solution. You have to have knowledge and expertise when you need to execute. So money isn't gonna fix your problems if you're not smart with money. You have to know what to do with money. You have to look at money as a tool and it's a means to get something else. Relative income is more important than absolute income. So what this means is someone that makes $30,000 a year, but their income is relative to what they're spending on bills, this person has less than $10,000 in bills because they live in a one-bedroom, double-wide trailer, and they live down the street from their job, so they're not spending money on transportation. Whereas another person makes $120,000 a year, and they commute an hour and a half daily. They get up at 6 in the morning, and they're getting home at 7 o'clock at night. And they live in a 4-bedroom home on an acre of land, and it's costing them $3,500 a month. And they have a Mercedes-Benz that's $700-800 a month. Relative income would be that example, right? The first person is a lot richer than the second person. And distress is bad, eustress is good. So there's stresses that are actually good for you, being that I gotta stress to work out in the morning because working out in the morning gives me the energy to go and work as hard as I need to work in a particular day. the stress of hitting my quarterly numbers, hitting my monthly budget in a particular job. Finalizing a deal is a very good stress to have. The stress you do not want to have is, how am I going to eat tonight? What am I going to do because I don't have any transportation? I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet this month. That's negative stress. So you want to fill your life with eustress, positive stress, things that motivate you. And that's a good thing to have. This pretty much sums up the first couple chapters of the book. If you like a more in-depth version of this book review, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll provide some more videos like this. It's your boy Talking with J-Mo. Peace to the people. Till the next time.